So if you're getting a lot of false triggers on your camera, getting a lot of those blank photos or images of maybe armadillos, skunks, rabbits, squirrels, any of those kind of things, a lot can go into setting up your SPYPOINT properly on the tree. Making sure it's at an angle that's not too low that it's going to be picking up the ground critters, but angling it up high enough that it's going to get the larger deer or animals that move across. The higher you put your camera, the more you face it down, the detection is going to be picking up anything that's on the ground. The further you lower your camera and look up, the less you're going to get the pictures of the small animals on the ground, but at the same time you're making it more visible at eye level for your deer. Another thing is to look past your camera, look where you're looking at, and to look at your debris or your vegetation in that area. You might have limbs, you might have branches and leaves, or even ground foliage around your camera that's going to trigger that camera to go off, and it might not look like it's going to do that when you first set it up, but on a windy day, if anything's within a couple feet, it could lean over and give you a false detection in there. So clean your area, clean the view area of your SPYPOINT to make sure there's not going to be any branches that are moving or waving in front of your camera to give you false triggers. Another thing when setting up your camera, never point it due east or due west perfectly if you have the option not to. Sunrise is going to rise and set in those areas, and it's going to give you a sun flare on your camera. So many times you get those pictures and you can tell there's a deer there, but with the sun flare you just can't really make out too much of what the image actually is. If you guys like more tips and tricks on how to use your SPYPOINT camera or see the full SPYPOINT lineup, go to spypoint.com.